Hey, I'm Gabi, and in today's video, we are walking around one of Barcelona's most famous park, Parc de Ciutadella. It's right behind me. My plan was we are going to walk down here on this street to the park. End of the street, there's the Parc de Ciutadella, but it is closed off now as the Tour de France is coming here at the weekend. An interesting fact is that the Arc de Triomphe was not built as a military monument like the one in Paris. It was actually the main entrance to the 1888 World's Fair. So from the beginning, it was meant to show Barcelona modern and open side. Barcelona is not really famous for its parks. Actually, there aren't many large parks in the city, mostly because of historical reasons. In the 19th century, the city was rebuilt following the famous Certa plan. The original idea was that the inside of each city block would become a green courtyard with gardens for the people. In the end, this plan was not really completed. The inner courtyards were built up, so the city was left with very little green space. My microphone stopped working here, but I was talking about why Parc de Ciutadella is so special. Because it is one of the city's most important and famous public park, but it was not always like this. Let's go back for a moment to the 18th century. After the War of the Spanish Succession in 1714, King Philip V of Spain ordered a huge military fortress to be built here to keep Barcelona under control. The city had supported the losing side in the war, and the new Bourbon rulers did not trust it anymore. In some ways, the Catalans have been like the Hungarians, often ending up on the losing side of the history. And that's why they built the Ciutadella fortress, which obviously was not only for defense, but mainly to keep the city under control. To build it, part of the Orla River neighborhood was completely destroyed and thousands of people were forced to leave their homes. For many years, this place was a symbol of oppression for the people of Barcelona, not a place for relaxation. But meanwhile, we arrived at the entrance of the park. Let's get inside. Look at this castle of the Three Dragons. It was originally built as the restaurant for the World's Fair. It looks a bit like a fairy tale castle. Unfortunately now it's under construction, so you can't really see how beautiful it is from outside. But look at the top, that will give you an idea how unique is the building. Sadly, you cannot visit the inside anymore. Hopefully in the future we will have the opportunity to look inside, as I imagine it was beautiful. Right next to it are the greenhouse and the pavilion. The greenhouse is a home to tropical plants, while the pavilion is shaded, partly open structure designed to create a cooler and more humid environment. Honestly, this is one of my favorite parts of the park. These 19th century greenhouses were renovated a few years ago and they became really atmospheric. Walking here among the tropical plants feels amazing. They are also a true modernist masterpiece. There's some work going on in the background. So unfortunately, I can't take you inside, but trust me, it's definitely worth a visit. The park became a public park at the end of the 19th century, and later it was one of the main locations of the 1888 Barcelona World's Fair. Back then, these world exhibitions were huge events. Here, many buildings and places that we still see today were built during that time. One of the most famous is this fountain. Honestly, I think this is one of the most beautiful parts of the park. The young Antoni Gaudí also worked on the plans for the waterfall, but only as an assistant at the time. In some details, you can already see the shapes and the decoration that later appeared in his famous buildings. The fountain is full of mythological figures, dragons, sea creatures, and golden decoration. At the very top is a chariot pulled by 4 horses. The whole place feels huge and almost like something from a movie. Down there is the only cafe in the park where you can buy food and drinks. The public toilets are right next to it. And of course, here is the famous mammoth statue. Yes, a giant mammoth statue in the middle of the park. Originally, there was a plan to build a prehistoric zoo with several extinct animals, but only the mammoth was ever completed. Today, it became one of the park's most famous figures. And yes, this is probably Barcelona's most photographed mammoth, although I don't think so there's too much competition. As we keep walking, we see more statues and art installation, and of course, there are parrots anywhere. The park is full of them, and some are very friendly. In the middle of the park, there is also a lake where you can rent a rowing boat. Sitting here, it's quite crazy to think that where people now picnic and go boating, there once stood a military fortress and prison. The building is the Parliament of Catalonia. It was originally built as an arsenal for weapons. It is a strange twist of the history that today it is the home of the Catalan Parliament. The coat of arms on the front came from the gate of the old fortress. During Franco's dictatorship, the parliament was closed and the building became military barracks again. In 1980, after democracy returned, the parliament finally moved back here. It's also a bit symbolic that what was once the center of the military control over the city is now one of the most important institutions of the Catalan self-government. People come here to have picnics, play music, exercise, or simply enjoy the sunshine. I think that is why local people love this park so much. It is not just a tourist attraction, it is a real public park. It is amazing to think that where people now relax and row boats, there used to be a fortress and a prison. You can escape the busy city, slow down, and at the same time be surrounded by so much history. Honestly, for me, Parc de Ciutadella is not necessarily Barcelona's most spectacular place, but I think people love it because of the atmosphere. Now we are reaching the exit next to the zoo, where today's walk comes to end. The zoo takes up a large part of the park and is one of the city's most popular attractions for families. Thank you for being here with me today. If you like the video, you can find more walks around Barcelona and historical places on the channel. See you in the next video. Bye!
De amigos siempre presente.